All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to get right into the tech that's literally at the heart of the EV revolution. And I'm talking about Huawei's DriveONE. Now, this isn't just about a fancy new motor. Oh no, it's about the brain, the intelligent core that's completely changing how our cars move, think, and maybe even how they feel. You know, the whole car world is going through this massive shakeup. We're saying goodbye to the old days of just clunky mechanical parts and hello to a new world of, well, agile, software-defined vehicles. And trust me, this is a huge change in how cars are designed from the ground up. So, a new automotive era, from mechanical to digital, right? This big jump from good old combustion engines to these super smart electric systems, it means we need a totally new kind of powertrain, one that's not just powerful, but also really, really smart. So let's see how Huawei is stepping up to the plate. Okay, next up, the hyper-converged solution. Meet Huawei DriveONE. Now, Huawei's been in the power electronics game for like 30 years. So their answer to this big challenge, it isn't just another part you stick in a car. It's a whole philosophy, and they call it hyperconvergence. So what on earth does hyperconvergence mean? Well, think about it like this. Instead of having a messy patchwork of bulky, separate parts all over the car, DriveONE takes everything, the motor, the charger, the power distribution, you name it, and packs it all into one single, super streamlined, intelligent unit. It's about elegant simplicity. And you can really see that journey to simplicity right here. I mean, look at this. You start with all these separate, fragmented pieces, then you get some basic integration, like a 3-in-1. But the final step, hyperconvergence, crams 10 or more components into one neat package. And why does that matter? Well, for car makers, it's a game changer. We're talking less weight, which is huge for EVs, more room inside the car for you, and yeah, it brings the cost down.
All right, Section 3, Power and Speed Redefined, the Hardware Revolution. Now, making things smaller is great, but this is about so much more than just saving space. This is about unlocking a whole new level of performance, and it really boils down to two key pieces of hardware working together.
First up, the foundation. The whole thing is built on an 800-volt platform, and not just any 800-volt platform, but one that uses something called silicon carbide, or SiC. And let me tell you, this is basically the new gold standard if you want a high-performance EV. It's a huge deal. So what does this actually mean for you, the driver? Well, it means you get what Huawei is calling a flash charging experience. I mean, think about this. Going from 30% battery to 80% in just 15 minutes, 15. This just obliterates range anxiety and all that time wasted at charging stations. It makes owning an EV, well, way more practical for real life. And that's not all. You pair that incredible charging platform with these just unbelievably high-speed motors. We're talking motors that can spin up to 25,000 RPM. That is insane. What that gets you is a crazy amount of power coming out of a package that's super light and small. And here's where the rubber meets the road. Literally. Just look at the numbers. Compared to the older systems, you're getting a 3.5% boost in efficiency and a 5% bump in range. Now, that might not sound like a lot, but trust me, it is. That's not just some number on a spec sheet. That means you're squeezing more miles out of the exact same battery. That's a real tangible win for any driver. Okay, moving on. Solutions for every drive, tailored for the road. The really smart thing here is that this amazing tech isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. Nope. Huawei has been clever about this, scaling it to fit exactly what different types of cars and drivers actually need. So, let's say you've got a high-end luxury car. Well, for that, it's all about raw performance. We're talking 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in under 4 seconds. But what if you have a small city car? Then the priority shifts. It's all about squeezing every bit of efficiency out of the battery and, just as important, giving you more legroom. And for those range-extended models, you get this super smooth generator that kicks in without you even noticing. No vibration, no lag, just that pure electric feel, but without any of the range anxiety. Okay, next section. The intelligent reflex, eye track. So you've got all this incredible hardware, right? It's creating tons of power and speed. But that power, it brings up a pretty important question.
Exactly. What good is all that power if you can't control it? This is where the software, the bit, takes charge of the hardware, the watt. And the answer is this incredibly smart software system that Huawei calls eye track.
Okay, picture this. You're driving and you hit a patch of black ice or snow. The old school traction control systems, they're reactive. They only jump into action after your car is already skidding. And frankly, by that point, it can be too late. But iTrack, it's completely different. It's predictive. The best way to think about it is like the car has a super nerve reflex. It's sensing the road 10,000 times a second and adjusting the power to the wheels 1,000 times a second. That's a response time measured in milliseconds. It catches a skid and corrects it before you even know it was going to happen. And that same intelligence completely changes how comfortable the ride is. Let's take something we all hate, hitting a speed bump. You know that jolt and aftershock you feel? In a normal car, it's pretty rough, but iTrack instantly tweaks the torque as the wheel travels over the bump, and the result is, well, it's a dramatically smoother ride. The numbers don't lie. It cuts wheel speed changes in half and reduces those annoying vibrations by 40%. It just makes the whole experience way more stable and comfortable. Okay, so let's zoom out for the final piece of this puzzle, driving the intelligent future, the full ecosystem. Because you have to understand, DriveONE isn't just some part you bolt into a car. It's really the core of an entire intelligent EV ecosystem. And this ecosystem, it's huge. It starts right back at the factory, where AI is used to make sure every single unit is perfect. And it goes all the way up to the cloud. The system is constantly analyzing data from tons of cars on the road, all working toward this crazy, ambitious goal of zero breakdowns. And it's an open platform, too. We've already got more than 10 car companies using it in over 50 different models. So when you boil it all down, what you're looking at is so much more than just a powertrain. It really is the foundation for this whole new intelligent EV world. It's where the digital world and the world of power electronics finally come together. And that combination, that's what's going to define the next generation of cars. So yeah, this amazing fusion of watt and bit, it really leaves us with a pretty cool question to think about, right? As our cars stop being just machines and start becoming truly intelligent partners on the road, what's next? What new things are we going to be able to do? It's something to chew on. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.